Hi, this is Vanessa with Designs by Vanessa. Today's tutorial is on the Crochet Wen Scarf. So grab your materials. You will need any weight yarn. I'm using bulky weight. This is what's left of the large ball that I used. So it is Loops and Threads, Barcelona. So this is 328 yards. And again, it's bulky weight yarn, and the color is Heartbeat. And this is just information for the free pattern they provided on the label, and it recommends 6mm crochet hook, but I'm using USK 6.5mm, or if you're using a different weight, whatever it says on that label. So you'll need a pair of scissors, a tape measure so you can measure your work, and a yarn needle appropriate for your yarn weight. So this is what the Wen Scarf looks like, and I've added fringe to the ends, totally optional, but I think it looks really cute, and I love the transitional color change of this yarn. So the width of this scarf is approximately 5 3/4 to 6 inches depending on where I measure. Some parts are slightly wider than others, so it's approximately 6. And the length of the scarf I stopped about at 68 inches. So let's get started. You want to start with a slip knot, and you're going to chain 16 plus 1 for the turning chain, or chain any even number of stitches until the desired width, and then plus 1 for the turning chain. So I have 16 stitches here, and it measures about 6 inches. So right there, 6 inches. And so you want to add one more chain so for your turning chain. Okay, so now you want to start row 1, and you want to work in the second chain from the hook. That's the first one, and that's the second one, and it's a little hard to see with this yarn, but you want to work into the second chain from the hook, work a single crochet, and then now you want to work a double crochet in the next chain stitch. So right here, a double crochet, and then the repeat all the way across is 1 single crochet and then 1 double crochet. So you alternate a single crochet and a double crochet all the way to the end, and the last stitch you'll work is a double crochet stitch. Okay, so I'm working my last stitch, which is a double crochet stitch. So after you finish your last stitch, this is what your piece looks like. And now for row 2, you chain 1 and turn your work. So now you're going to work back in the other direction. So the very first stitch right there is your single crochet, and then the next stitch is your double crochet. So you're alternating a single and a double crochet again, and you're working your double crochets into the single crochets from the previous row. Right here, this is a double crochet, so we're going to work a single crochet. So this next one is a single crochet, so we'll work a double crochet. So if you get lost, that's sort of your way to figure out what stitch you need to be working next. Alright, so go ahead and alternate your single crochet and double crochet all the way across. So I'm at the end of the row and I need to work a double crochet in the last stitch to complete row 2. So now you just repeat row 2 until you're happy with the length of your scarf. So you'll just repeat chain 1 and turn your work, and then in the very first stitch you work a single crochet. So right here, so 1 single crochet and then 1 double crochet. So that is what you repeat all the way across, and repeat row 2 until desired length. Okay, so fasten off, cut your yarn, leaving a tail, yarn over, pull it through and all the way through to fasten off. Okay, so this is about 68 inches. I haven't added the fringe yet. So cut about 12.5 inches of yarn for your fringe, and when it's folded in half it's about 6 inches. So I counted my stitches. I have 16. If you have more than 16, of course you want to cut that number of strands. So this is about 12.5 inches, and I've cut 16 strands for each side of my scarf because I have 16 stitches. So this is what it looks like. I've completed one side already, and if you want it fuller you can cut more strands, but this is good enough for me. So grab your hook and then insert it on the stitches on the end. So just start in one corner, insert your hook into the stitch, and then grab a strand and fold it in half. Make sure the ends meet right there. So you're just going to pull this strand of yarn through the stitch, okay, and then you're going to yarn over both strands and pull it through the loop all the way through, and then just pull to tighten. So now you've completed one strand. Go ahead and repeat all the way across, and then when you're finished with one side, repeat for the other side. Alright, now I've lined both sides up and I'm just going to trim the ends. Alright, that's it. Now you've completed the crochet Wen scarf. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video.